Hello, everybody, and welcome to this PlayStation 5 launch in parentheses kinda stream. My name is Tom, and I am joined by none other, the man, the myth, the legend. He goes by the name of the CusherWolf, but I know him as my good friend Duncan. How are you, my friend? There it is.
Very good, Tom. Now,
Send that into the night.
Some of you might be wondering why this is called a kind of launch stream.
Yes.
Well, we'd both ordered the console on the same day with the exact same delivery, but the provider decided Mr. LevelUpLynch should get his console on time, but they decided to make me wait an extra day. And so it came a day late for me.
Yeah, I think you weren't alone on that one. I was monitoring Twitter yesterday, and yeah, there were some horror stories out there of people's couriers being changed last minute. You know, people like you not getting it until today, people's consoles going missing. It was just an absolute shambles, but the important thing is we both have the systems now. Hopefully everyone else out there as well has managed to get theirs. And I've got the weekend to check it out and things. So I think the plan is we're going to play both of our respective PS5 games for about 30-40 minutes or so. Have a general chat about the console, our impressions, you know, what our thoughts are so far. And then we're going to switch on over to some Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. I have yet to play that, but you've been playing it on PS4, right?
Well, yeah, so on the PlayStation 4, I played through the campaign. Because, you know, it's a Call of Duty campaign. They're usually worth checking out, and it was a good campaign. I've done one online match of the zombies, because I used to be a shoot zombies person, so I couldn't not play, and then, yeah, that's about it so far.
Yeah, so we're both going to jump into that. Probably play some multiplayer and then do some zombies as well, I think.
Oh, yes. Oh, most definitely, yes.
Yeah, I've been looking forward to checking that out, to be honest. So at the minute, I'm playing Astro's Playroom, and you're playing Assassin's Creed Valhalla. While you're playing that, why don't you talk about what your thoughts are so far about the console? Where are you at?
So far... So I've spent about an hour or so as playtime now, because obviously, like a lot of new consoles, you plug it in and it's just update central. You know, you got to download games, you've got to any updates, any games. So, but once it's all up and running, I think it's taken a bit of time to get used to the new UI and how everything works. But on the whole, it feels slick. It feels good.
Yeah.
And I'm enjoying it. You?
Yeah, I mean, so far it's been amazing for me. Yeah, I think the biggest takeaway has been the speeds, how much more efficient it is. I think it just makes you think how on earth did we play games on the PS4 beforehand, where it would take about 10 minutes and to get to one particular place and various different load screens, and now everything's just so quick, so fast. Yeah, it's just great, and I think the DualSense as well is a huge one for me. I think that's a massive game changer. And when they were talking about the haptic feedback and stuff like that during the run up to the console, you were like, oh yeah, okay, that's like a little gimmick or something that they're just trying to push it. I bet it won't be that consequential or anything like that. It won't change the way you play too much. But so far, I mean, certainly playing Astro's Playroom here, which is kind of a pre-packaged, pre-installed game on the system that's kind of like a tech demo almost. It runs through what the DualSense can do right at the very start before you boot it up. And yeah, the haptic feedback is far from a gimmick. Like, you can actually feel the various effects and stuff in the triggers, and yeah, it's just so well done. It's going to be really exciting to see what developers do with that, with going forward with their games.
Yeah, definitely. Because at the very least, I haven't spent a lot of time using the controller, so I can't give you the ups and downs of how it's better on the DualShock. But I can definitely say it feels nicer to hold it. The buttons do feel that much more responsive, and I just generally think it looks glossier, it looks better. Like the fact the buttons are like this glass inset white, rather than just like black buttons with a bit of felt tip on them, you know.
Yeah,
So
sure.
Really, like, also on the bottom, like on the console, like the texture is built up of those tiny crosses, squares, zeros, triangles. I don't know if you've looked that closely, but it is.
Yeah, I certainly picked up on all those details and stuff. Yeah, that's really, really nice. It's a nice little touch.
Yeah.
And I think, to be honest, I was a bit skeptical at first about the whole white design, being it such a huge shift and a huge change for what we've expected PlayStation consoles to look like for all these years. But I think, to be honest with you, as you say, it looks futuristic almost. It looks quite sleek, quite sharp.
Because what I'd add is, if you buy a new TV now, the frame of the TV and like the case, what colour is that? Now they tend to be your silvers and your whites this day and age.
That's true. Yeah, that's true.
And I think also you wouldn't want the entire PlayStation unit to be black, given that you've got that central glossy bit and the two panels. And I think it would be a horrible look if it was just all black. And I don't think it'd work the other way around with the white on the inside and the black on the outside.
Yeah, I see what you mean. I think, to be honest with you, though, as soon as they bring out the option to like customize faceplates, like they might bring out like different colors, different patterns, and things like that. I think I might get it in black, to be honest. Change the faceplates to black,
or very dark grey.
Or very dark grey, exactly. I think just for me, it would just match the setup a little bit more. I've got like a black TV unit, and most of like the things and stuff in the lounge are black, so I think it would match things a little bit better.
Yeah, well, also, like, you know how, let's say, Spider-Man or Last of Us came out and they'd release a special console to go with it now. They could just release the console plates, and you can just chop and change them every time a new game comes out. You can almost have a collection of them and
definitely. I think that's what you started to see them doing towards the end of the PS4's life cycle. They started bringing out like limited edition consoles tied to specific games, and I think that would be a great way to do it with PS5, just with the faceplates. It'd be cheaper, like you wouldn't have to buy a completely new system. Ouch.
Well, I mean, given that we've bought launch systems and the storage is 600 gigabytes for games, one way or another we're going to be spending extra on these consoles, if that is extra storage or even upgrading the console.
Yeah, 1,000,000%. Yeah, 1,000,000%.
But it does make you think, why did they release it with that smaller solid-state drive? Now, it could be that a larger one would have skyrocketed the costs, or it could be, maybe, given they're using this specific technology that routes the hard drive through the CPU, then it might not be viable for a larger one at this point in time.
Yeah, maybe. I think it is a bit weird, though, the fact that they didn't bring, or at least talk about which ones are going to be compatible with the PlayStation 5, just so you could get people ready and put their minds at rest at least, because especially with the amount of games that have come out already, people's hard drive space and stuff are getting eaten up straight away.
Oh yeah, definitely. I've got about 200 to 300 gigabytes spare, and you think all I've installed is Call of Duty Black Ops, and I will also note I haven't installed the campaign on it. I'll have Warzone on there presently, Assassin's Creed Valhalla, and Fall Guys. It's about 1/3 to a quarter full already.
Yeah.
That's just a couple of games. What happens when Cyberpunk comes out? What happens when the Mass Effect trilogy comes out?
Well, precisely. I mean, it's been a running joke, hasn't it? How large the Warzone file is, and it shows no sign of like getting any smaller, which is the ridiculous part. Yeah, so I invested in like an external storage for all my PS4 games, so that I could just leave, you know, the SSD to PS5 stuff. But I can imagine that's gonna get eaten up like within no time.
Almost definitely, yeah. So hopefully, you know, because I think there is an internal slot that you could put. I think it's the ME.2 solid state drive. There's an internal space for those. So hopefully they'll announce which capacitor, plug one of them in, and Bob's your uncle, or Activision learn how to compress a game.
I know, right? It's so ridiculous.
But this is the thing, it is really only Activision that put out this problem with Black Ops, with Warzone. You know, it's like Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Now, they were huge games, like some of the biggest game building maps we've ever seen, and you weren't looking at hundreds upon hundreds of gigabytes of data.
No, you weren't. Obviously, things have changed, technology's increased. You know, as games start to do more and look better, you know, the file sizes are going to get larger quite naturally. But yeah, it's still really no excuse for it being that excessive. I think there is the option with Warzone on Xbox and certainly on PC as well to choose which bits and stuff that you download. I know you can do that as well on PlayStation, but I think there's something as well to do with Warzone and stuff in particular that you can do that to kind of decrease the file size and stuff. But it's still very excessive.
Yeah, and it is. I mean, I think on PC, if you wanted Call of Duty Cold War in 4K, that was like 250 gigabytes.
Oh, really?
Yeah. You know, if you've got a 1 terabyte hard drive, that's like a quarter of a hard drive for a single game.
Oh, yeah, exactly. It's crazy.
Imagine, you know, if you had like a bookcase for a film collection and one disc took up like an entire shelf, you'd be like, that's not right.
Yeah, completely agree with you. What would you say your oh, go on, sorry.
No, you first.
I was going to say, like, if you could, what's your biggest takeaway of the console so far? Like, if you had to summarize it down to one or two things, what are your big takeaways?
I do love the speedy load time, like the fact just loading up Assassin's Creed Valhalla. You don't think about how quick it is, but when you put your mind, you're thinking, well, hang on, Odyssey would have taken about a minute or so for me to get fully set up.
Yeah, true.
And playing, and it's just I press Valhalla and it's there. What about for you?
Yeah, I think it would be the DualSense. I think so far, that's just really impressed me. But yeah, I'm right there with you with the load times and stuff. It's making the quality of life and stuff so much better.
Now, obviously, I think one big difference between us, you bought the digital version of the console, I bought the full-blown disc-based, old-fashioned, not moving with the future version. So do you think you're going to miss having the disc drive, or is it just not going to be a problem for you?
I think, to be honest, there was two reasons why I bought the discless version. The one is because I've already got a 4K Blu-ray player already, so I didn't really see any reason to get another one. But also, the main reason I'd say is that I can't remember the last time I bought a physical copy of a game. Like, everything for me has been digital for such a long time. I just love the convenience of it, the fact that you can preload a game digitally and then have it ready to go like as soon as it hits release day. And I don't have to get up and put discs into the console every time and swap them around. Like, I'm that lazy now that it's just let's just scroll across and boot the next thing up and we're good to go.
You see, for me, it's because I didn't have the 4K Blu-ray player already, so I wanted... wanted to have that ability, have that there.
For sure.
Because I reckon they'll look so beautiful at a full-on 4K.
Oh yeah, they
Watching
are.
Blade Runner 2049 in 4K.
Yeah, it's absolutely fantastic. I can very much vouch for that. They look amazing.
Now, just because it's in my room, I need to get the big 4K TVs in the living room. So I need to get some 4K screens in my room where the console is.
Absolutely, yeah. You got to maximise it to its full potential.
Maybe a Christmas spending sprees on the cards.
Maybe. I mean, I'm playing Astro's Playroom here now on the PS5. I've got fortunate enough to have an OLED TV, an LG OLED TV, and the colours are like standing out and popping so much. It's ridiculous. The level of detail and stuff, even in a game like this, is absolutely remarkable.
Yeah, because when I say those LG ones, they're meant to be the bee's knees right now, aren't they?
Yeah,
like the best of the best.
They are the best of the best. Yeah, those LG OLED TVs. They're really worth the money. They're pricey, but they're so worth it. They make such a huge difference with the HDR and the 4K. It's great.
Because I was reading an interesting statistic the other day that somebody compared the uptakings of 4K TVs to those of 1080 TVs. So a few years back when we had the HD revolution and everything was going, it was full HD at 1080p. They sold, but they weren't massive sellers. But the change going into 4K, the rates have been so much quicker. Like, a lot more people have been buying 4K televisions.
Yeah, I completely understand that. I didn't expect the adoption rate to be so quick with 4K stuff. As you say, it took people, quite a while to jump on the whole like HD Blu-ray kind of bandwagon. But it seems like this time around that people have adopted 4K a lot quicker. I think it's because people are recognizing that technology's changed, and to really get the best out of the products that you're buying, you need to have this tech that like shows it off to its best potential.
Yeah, and I think it's also probably like part of it is to do with the rise of stuff like Netflix, Amazon Prime, where they're like, well, we are offering shows in 4K, we are offering films in 4K, and you don't need a Blu-ray player, you don't need this, that, and the other attachment for the TV to get it out. You just buy a 4K TV and everything you watch is going to be in 4K.
Yeah, exactly. I think 4K has kind of fed its way into like our daily watch routines, the stuff that we consume day to day, as you say, like Netflix and Amazon Prime, that it's almost like you can't escape it, so you're almost like tempted even more to make the jump, sort of thing.
Yeah, and for me it's like
I suck at this so much.
Yeah, like The Crown, like that's a 4K TV show. And you think it's just about the Queen, really. Why does it need to be in 4K? But it is.
And the thing is as well, like as soon as you make that jump, wow, I am terrible at Astro's Playroom in this spring kind of robot here. I'm trying to platform with this thing. I'm awful. This makes for compelling viewing here. How are you finding Valhalla so far?
I'm enjoying it. It's it's okay. Oh, this water is cold, so therefore I get damaged. Okay, that's interesting. So it feels different to Odyssey, but in a good way. Like the core kind of concept of it is still there, that you can climb anything you want. You can go anywhere you want.
Yeah.
The combat's similar, but it just feels that different. It doesn't feel like you're in ancient Greece anymore. It feels like you are in, like at the moment I'm in a snowy part of Norway, and like I'm running and I can see my footsteps in the snow. I can see it breaking apart behind me. Water becoming ice. And it feels so much like I'm in a new setting.
That's awesome. Because I know you absolutely loved Odyssey, didn't you? You sunk so many hours into that.
Yeah, but I think I put at least 100 hours into it. But I remember, like, when I first played it, I wasn't fully struck into it. And it took me about 30 hours to really get into it. But this, I already feel like I'm there, I'm where I need to be. And
that's amazing.
Like, there's a couple of things that I feel could be improved. Like, I'm currently in the world map now, and there's like objectives around me. And in Odyssey, if you just hovered over them on the world map, it'd tell you what it is. But here, you hover over it, and it doesn't really say. You put a waypoint on, it doesn't actually tell you what it is.
Oh, right, okay.
So there's little bits that could be improved, but on the whole, you know, it is what it is.
Yeah. How are you finding like the setting and the characters and stuff so far?
So far, it feels like you are a Norse Viking, like using an axe in this, but it's I'm yet to fully explore it. Like I say, I'm still in Norway. I haven't actually gotten to England where it's meant to be set. Yeah. So, you know, what it ends up being is it's another question. What about you?
Yeah, I haven't got Valhalla just yet. I'll probably pick that up like over Christmas or something maybe. But I mean, Astro's Playroom so far is just an absolute joy. It's so charming. It's so adorable. It's really showcasing what the DualSense and stuff can do. And the fact that this is free of charge and comes pre-installed on every console, like don't sleep on Astro's Playroom. Like it's so fun as like a 3D platformer. You go through and like find pieces of PlayStation's history and stuff, and you get to interact with various things. It's really great. Like right now, I've just found an artifact which is the PlayStation Move Sharpshooter from back in the day.
God, that PlayStation Move, that was something that never caught on.
Oh yeah, I know, right? But yeah, you can zoom in with it and like see it up close and personal, like a 3D kind of model. It's really cool. It's like a huge nostalgia trip.
Yeah.
But also, it's just a really fun game to play. It's a great platformer.
Yeah. Because am I correct in recalling they're doing something with Sackboy?
Yeah, so you've got Sackboy's Big Adventure or something like that. And again, that's like a 3D platformer, which is like a big shift for the Little Big Planet franchise, really. Like, Little Big Planet's always been like a platformer, but it's been, you know, its unique selling point is the fact that you can make your own levels and things, whereas in this one, I don't think you can. It's just straight up a platformer. But from what I've seen, reactions and stuff so far, people are really enjoying it.
That is good. That is good. Because I mean, I was never a huge player of the Little Big Planets or even Mario, because I've never been a huge fan of a side-scrolling platformer myself. But just to know that they're going back to some of these classic IPs for, because realistically, Little Big Planet was a PS3 title. Realistically, they might have done stuff on PS4, but I feel like it was very much a PS3 IP. So the fact they've gone back, they've brought it back and updated it for the PS5, I think it's amazing.
Absolutely, yeah. It's almost become like the new mascot for PlayStation. One of them, which is kind of cool.
What was the old mascot?
Oh, the old mascot was like Crash Bandicoot or Sly Cooper.
Oh yeah, of course. Crash Bandicoot. Are they doing a new game, or did they do a new game recently?
Yeah, they did.
The Insane Trilogy.
Yeah, they did a new one, Crash Bandicoot 4. Something to do with time, like warped time or something like that. Somewhat along those lines.
The time warp.
Yeah, it might be that actually. I don't know.
Right.
Kind of cool.
As for almost any RPG kind of game, I have found the mini card game, board game, gambling game within the game. So
Yes.
obviously, you know, GTA, you'd have Red Dead, you'd have poker. Witcher, you'd have Gwent.
Gwent, yeah.
That's it. There was definitely
Gwynich.
something in Odyssey. I knew it began with a G.
That popular game in The Witcher, Gwynich. You mash The Witcher and Harry Potter together and you get Gwynich.
I mean, to be fair, somebody would probably like that combo.
Oh yeah, that'd be a crossover I'd love to see. Geralt of Rivia with Harry Potter. What house would Geralt of Rivia be put in? He's definitely got to be Gryffindor, right?
Yeah, I suppose so, yeah.
Yeah. I did that, the Pottermore thing where you get put into a house. And me and Lauren got put into Hufflepuff. And I've now never been a fan of Harry Potter since. Because I'm in Hufflepuff house, which is just the worst house you could possibly be in.
I thought that was the good house, because isn't that the one Harry Potter's in?
No, Harry Potter's in Gryffindor.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, that's the one you want to be in. Hufflepuff's got Puff in its name. It's just not ideal.
Okay, well, I mean, on the upside, at least you and Lauren were in there together, you know.
That's true, yeah.
You know, that and that's what counts. It's who you're with, not where you are.
Very true, Dunk, very true.
And that's why, you know, any holiday, you can make an amazing holiday as long as you're with friends.
Absolutely.
As long as there's a few bars there. I mean, if you went to a teetotal holiday in the Vatican City, I somehow don't think I'd enjoy it, no matter who I was with.
Yeah, no, those days are behind me.
It's nice Jack Daniels for you now, isn't it?
Nice Jack Daniels, nice bit of whiskey. That'll do me. One or two with some snacks. Jobs are good.
Yeah. I see, I like my bottled ales and a single malt whiskey. Right, I am going first in this game of Orlog, I believe it is called.
Is that what it's called? All log.
Yes.
Good luck.
I kind of skimmed the instructions, so I don't really know what I'm doing.
Nah, it's fine, just wing it. You'll figure it out.
That's... I suppose. Yeah, I mean, what's ever gone wrong with winging it?
Nah, what's the worst that can happen? This game just keeps getting cuter and cuter. I've got robot penguins here.
Oh, Rubber Penguins sound ace.
It's fantastic. Tell you what, Dunk, over the weekend, boot up Astro's Playroom. It's wonderful.
Oh, I shall. I've bought Elite Dangerous on the PC as well, because it was down to a £5.
Oh yeah? That's nice.
So I'm probably going to, you know, put some time into that.
100%, yeah. So did you say you beat the campaign for Cold War already?
I did, yes. I saved the world yet again.
No spoilers, because I haven't played it yet, obviously, but we all know what happens in the end. How'd you find it?
I enjoyed it. It was a very good mix of some action, some tension, a bit of espionage. Near the end, I felt like it got a bit repetitive, mind you, but it was good. It was enjoyable. You know, gone are the heydays like the Modern Warfare 2 campaign, but
Yeah.
it's for what it is. It's better than nothing, and it's not like they've half-arsed it.
Fair enough. It's a typical Call of Duty campaign, like, you know what you're going to get with this sort of thing now, don't you?
Yeah. It's one of those, like, you always buy a Call of Duty for your onlines, But you know, it's nice to have that campaign. I know that was the problem with Black Ops 4. It just had no campaign. It felt, and Battlefront 1 as well. Actually, it kind of sounds like don't let EA make a game that has a campaign, really.
Oh man.
Because that Battlefront 2 campaign wasn't very good, apparently, was it?
No, yeah, people, from what I saw, thought it was a bit underwhelming. I think that was a learning curve for both EA and Activision, wasn't it? I mean, they tried the whole multiplayer thing to see what it was like to bring out, you know, a product that just had multiplayer. I think they overestimated just how many people were completely and solely playing multiplayer.
Yeah. And then they filled it with loot boxes galore.
I know, right? Yeah, it's a whole different kettle of fish altogether.
Well, I won this game of Orlog.
Amazing stuff.
But as with all gambling, say no when you always leave when you're ahead. So as I'm ahead, I've decided to leave the game.
Good man, gambling responsibly, even in the world of Valhalla.
I believe that classes as our good deed public service announcement for the stream.
Absolutely. Gamble responsibly, folks.
Unless you're playing against me, then please don't, so I can win.
I'll tell you what as well, even in these like ice skating segments on Astro's Playroom, the feedback through the controller changes, so it almost feels like it feels actually like you're skating and moving on a rough surface and hard surface. It's absolutely crazy.
Yeah, because I heard that even like with if you're walking through water and there's rain, you can feel like patches of rain in the controller and stuff like that.
Really? Well, what we'll find with Cold War when we play it later on this evening is that apparently each weapon like feels different when you shoot it. It's all got its own like feedback thing, which is crazy.
Yeah.
Just makes you think, like, what are they going to do with Horizon Forbidden West? What are they going to do with the new God of War?
Oh, I can't wait for Horizon Forbidden West.
Sorry, it's asking me to breathe into the controller here.
Ah, okay. I thought you were just trying to do something sensual to get me to sleep.
But it doesn't seem to be working.
Breathe harder, Tom.
It's not working, man. Oh, I think it's actually because I'm using the microphone. Yeah, that's it. Because I've got the microphone plugged into the controller. That's what's picking up the stuff. Whereas
see,
if you had
I've got my. So I'm now taking part in a drinking competition.
Oh man, so you've went from gambling to drinking now in Valhalla.
Yep.
Not much Assassin's action going on in this so far. Just a lot of gambling and drinking, I'm hearing.
I lost even though I was the last one standing. Oh,
what?
And now I'm a bit... I lost a drinking competition even though the other person fell over.
Wow, that's unheard of when it comes to you, Dunk, especially. Duncan losing a drinking contest, even in a video game. Never.
You make me sound like a raging alcoholic.
No, you just enjoy your drink. And you,
I do, yes, and I'm very good at drinking.
Unlike me, you can handle it.
Oh, some of our heydays of drinking at those parties.
Oh, man. Absolutely unbelievable. I'd have one Copperberg and I'm done.
You didn't
built
even
up.
need one.
I know, right? Just smelt the fumes as I walked into the bar, and that was it.
But I think that when whichever part it was, me, you, and the rest of the group of friends ended up doing Gangnam Style.
Oh yes, who could forget our Gangnam Style rendition?
Open Gangnam Style. Dum dum dum. I can't remember how the beat goes. It's something like dum dum dum. No, it's not like that, is it?
That's close enough. Close enough.
But it's not that close that we'll get copyrighted though, so we're good. I say that with the amount of copyrighted material I used in my unboxing video without accreditation.
Naughty, naughty.
Well, I did see in your video, you did put like the little C Sony at the bottom, and I just nah.
Yeah, you got to credit where the stuff's from, you know. Keep the people happy.
Yeah.
Right, I'll get through this level on Astro, and then we can jump over to some Call of Duty if you like.
Sounds good. I'm being taught something about flighting now.
Oh, really?
Initially, I thought it said flirting, hence why I was interested, but
Did you say you haven't downloaded Warzone on your PS5 yet?
not yet. I believe it is currently downloading in the background, but it isn't
okay.
quite.
Yeah, let us know when that's done as well, because I quite fancy if you get Warzone.
I'll probably I think when I last looked, it said about 5 hours left, so I don't think it'll be done tonight.
Oh Christ! It's probably because we're streaming as well. It's not helping.
Yeah.
Oh, I just missed it. Damn it.
Ah. So apparently I can do flighting duels, which is essentially dueling with rhyme. Now I don't know if this game believes I'm William Shakespeare, but it's not quite my forte.
Yeah, let's get back to the whole stab, assassinate, axe throw kind of gameplay.
Oh yeah, I've just kind of been wandering around talking with people. I've destroyed a bit of obsidian, climbed the mountain. Haven't actually killed anybody yet.
It's always the way, isn't it? You got to meet the characters first.
Yeah.
See where your home base is. Oh, for God's sake, I keep overshooting it now.
I've just scared some kid though in the game.
Oh really?
Yeah, I walked past with my bow drawn, and he might have thought I was going to shoot him.
So you're making some good first impressions then, yeah?
Oh, definitely.
Great stuff.
But I have to say though, is a beautiful looking game.
Oh, you... God. It is, yeah?
Yeah, you didn't need to call me a god there, Tom, but I'll always appreciate it.
Always pay the compliments, Doug.
Oh yeah.
I'm terrible. I'm so bad at this. Nope.
What are you going to be like at Call of Duty then if you can't even do a free-to-play with the console tech demo game?
I know, right? Can't even do a simple 3D platformer. I'm going to shoot myself in the foot with an MP5.
Oh, they've nerfed it so that might not be as effective.
They finally nerfed it now.
Yeah. Oh. Which I understand because it was massively overpowered, but at the same time you're like, well, I suppose you need balance, don't you?
Yeah, that's true. So you checked out some of the multiplayer on PS4, did you?
No, literally just that one game of zombies, and that was it.
Oh, really? Okay.
I told you I'd wait for you.
Good man. Good man.
What did you think? I said, oh, don't worry, Tom, I'll wait for the zombies, and then snuck some multiplayer in behind you.
Yeah, I wouldn't blame you if you did.
No, as I said, we'd wait together, so I thought we'd do that. Granted, I got promoted 6 levels in my first zombies game.
Oh, nice. What wave did you get to?
15?
That's not bad.
Well, one of the game modes is one in which you literally you try and survive till round 20, and that's the entire mode.
Oh, really?
But it is different from the Call of Duties of old. Like, I'd say our heyday of Call of Duty was World at War and Black Ops 1 was probably our heyday for zombies.
Yeah, 1,000,000%. This is
Doris.
such an awesome feature as well. Yeah, Doris was amazing. What was the other one? Was the Shangri-La?
Yep, you had Kino de Toten, 5,
Yeah.
Ascension,
Yeah.
Verrucht, Nocte de Untoten.
Some absolute
And then was
classics
it-
there.
And then Black Ops 2 is kind of where I think we played some, but we started to fade, like when they introduced Transit.
Yeah. I remember that.
But what we'll have to do is, when we get you that gaming PC, if we buy Black Ops 3, and then from the Steam Workshop you can buy, you don't even buy, you just download them, loads of custom made maps. So people have done remakes of Doris with all new graphics, guns, mechanics, Easter eggs,
Oh, really?
and just completely different maps. Some of them they're just amazing. They're better than maps Activision have ever put out.
That's so awesome. Yeah, I'm hopefully going to look into getting a gaming PC in the new year, because I would like to kind of take the streaming to the next level, so to speak, and get that streaming PC. Really dive into it and get the whole camera set up and microphones and things like that. But I think streaming from the PS5 was a good way to kind of kickstart that journey.
Yeah.
This is an awesome little end to the to this level as well on Astro's Playroom. I'm surrounded by. Do you remember the PlayStation 3 menu startup screen?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just surrounded by that. You can hear the PlayStation 3 music as well playing in the background. It's so cool.
Haha! I just shot a bird. I shouldn't sound so overjoyed about that, should I?
Not really, no. And now I've actually found the PlayStation 3, the original PlayStation 3.
Oh, like the fat, curvy one.
Yeah, man, this was a
Oh,
bulky
what was
machine.
that? Area not available. Okay, I'll turn back. Okay. Oh, okay, I'll turn back. It does not want me to go that way just yet.
Is that one of those where there's level 50 enemies in that area?
Well, it's because I've just kind of spent the time wandering around, exploring, do a couple of the bits. I haven't actually triggered the main quests yet to go far, because a lot of them are character based and talking, so I don't want to jump into it, miss elements and
Yeah.
the like.
Man, thoroughly
I'm
impressed
just-
with Astro's Playroom so far.
Yeah, I'll probably give it a check out over the weekend, I reckon.
Yeah, go for it. So I've done that Cool Springs level now, which is kind of, it looks like World 1 of 4, and that was the PlayStation 3 era. So you find artifacts and stuff throughout the level, and then when you come back to your home base sort of thing, where you can access the different levels, now one quarter of the the little area here is like filled with PlayStation 3 memorabilia. So you've got the PlayStation 3 controller, you've got the camera, the Move controller, PS3 controller. So I'm guessing the other levels will be like PS1, PS2, PS4. This is really, really cool.
Yeah, it really was, yeah. I can't wait to play it then.
It looks like it's kind of all making a collage as well throughout the arena. You've got the PlayStation Move controllers up there. Man, really, really cool. It looks like I missed as well. I might have missed 3 little puzzle pieces in that level. Can I check if there were things that I missed? Let's have a look. Oh wow, I'm playing an arcade game here, like a, what do you call it, the grabbers.
Oh yeah, I know what you mean.
Just found a PSP GPS receiver.
Oh wow, okay. Don't even know what one of them is.
I was gonna say, I've never seen that before in my life. Found another puzzle piece.
I'm looking for a comb in a lake.
A comb in a lake. What has Assassin's Creed become? Oh, that's cute. Yeah, so I'm spending like the coins that I find throughout the levels on this machine. It's like giving you little collectibles and puzzle pieces and things like that.
Oh, nice.
Oh, I've got a gold one.
Oh, you can't go wrong with some gold.
Oh man, I got the PSP, the PSP Go. Man.
Oh wow.
I don't think I ever actually owned a PSP Go. I own the original PSP and the PlayStation Vita, but I don't think I ever owned the PSP Go.
Oh, did you get sucked into the Vita?
Yeah, I did buy it at launch. No, I think my dad got it a few years later to play Everybody's Golf, because he used to love Everybody's Golf and probably still does. And yeah, so I just played a few bits and bobs on there, but I used to love the PSP because you used to not hack. What's the word I'm looking for? Where you could chip it. You could chip a PSP and like get a bunch of like free games and movies on there. I probably shouldn't be saying that on stream, but yeah, I chipped my PSP.
Yeah, Sony's gonna come after you.
Yeah, this is where the whole PlayStation 5 shuts down now and goes, yeah, you're done. Amazing.
Like yesterday when I had those network problems, I was there like, oh please, can they not have banned my account?
I could not believe that yesterday. Oh my life.
Oh yeah, we were so close to winning that game.
So close to winning that Warzone game and got bounced out, man. It was unbelievable.
Yeah.
Right, I'm just going to see if there's any way I can find out what stuff I've got left but to get in certain levels, but it doesn't look like I can. Hold on. And then I promise I will boot up Cold War.
Cool.
Right, I tell you what, I am playing this. Yeah, I'm going to platinum Astro's Playroom. I've decided.
Nice, nice.
New speedrun challenges are now available from CPU Plaza. Master the spring to beat this thing. Wow, okay. Okay,
Yeah, it's one of those.
Oh, go on, sorry.
I don't think I'll be getting platinum in Valhalla.
Just too much to do.
Yeah. Yeah, if it's anything like Odyssey, it's just going to be endless.
Yeah, so it looks like I missed 2 puzzle pieces in the one section, 1 in the other one, 2 in the other one, and then 2 in the last one, and 2 like artifact things.
How could you miss them?
I know. Unbelievable, Duncan.
Oh, I'm taking a point away from Valhalla.
Oh no, what happened?
So you can, as you pass through trees and bushes, you can see some of the leaves and that are coated in snow.
Yeah.
So that's good. But if you run into them, it doesn't knock the snow off.
Ah, okay. Bit of an oversight there, perhaps.
Yeah, I'm going to send a strongly worded letter to my member of parliament. You going to be ready for some Cold War in a tick?
Yes, absolutely. Right, yeah, so I can look through the different speedrun challenges here through the PlayStation cards. 42% progress through that particular level. Find all the puzzle pieces in the Caesar. There's even puzzle pieces in this plaza place. God blimey. Right, okay. Got a lot to do in this game, Dunk, let me tell you.
Yeah, it's good. It's a good sign of things to come.
Absolutely. Love it. Absolutely love it.